Hello my friends and welcome to a new Subnautica video. Now we've had a couple of rather crazy videos over the last couple of weeks, so I figured today it would be a good idea to step back and take a look at what's happening with Subnautica on the official side. About a week ago, because that's how long it takes me to get to anything, Donya posted a new community update regarding the state of Subnautica and the plans going forward. So in this video, I'll go over them, and at the end, I'll even discuss a bit of speculation regarding a new Subnautica game. So, without any further ado, let's jump into it. Now, starting from the top, the majority of this post is concerned with bug fixing, which I think is absolutely amazing. Especially in this day and age, when you see developers throwing out one buggy mess after another, seeing a studio stick by their older products, seemingly committed to keep fixing bugs in them, is great. First up, if you play Subnautica on the Switch, you're in luck, as the team has apparently been hard at work trying to fix stability issues and improve performance. I've heard that the Switch version does have its share of issues, so that is great to hear. Following that, in the previous post regarding technical debt on these games, the studio mentioned doing a lot of code refactoring and optimization, something they've seemingly spent a lot of time on and will continue to do so. Of course, Below Zero is much easier to work on in this regard, given its newer and presumably better structured codebase, but the base game is certainly not getting left behind, with a promise of Steam Cloud saves coming back, as well as improving the save sync speed on Microsoft platforms. With this in mind, many updates will also be coming to the console versions, which should overall make them more stable and unify the experience across both games. Now that's of course all amazing, and I can't wait to see these updates going live. However, this is where the update gets really interesting. What's next for the team? Well, Donya mentions the concept of Subnautica and Below Zero 2.0, an update that should contain a large bulk of the fixes I mentioned earlier, and quite a bit more. For Below Zero, they're supposedly working on an enhanced game mode that will, quote, allow you to set custom conditions for your game, such as creature aggressiveness, resource availability, and much more, end quote. To me, that sounds absolutely amazing. Just imagine how many interesting challenge runs we'll be able to come up with using this system, and being official means the console players will have access to it as well. Additionally, and you may have heard of this before, for Subnautica 2.0, several popular base pieces from Below Zero will be getting added, such as the large room and surface hatches, which I think is just great, and it will inevitably lead to some incredible builds in the base game. But here is pretty much where the update ends. Unfortunately, there isn't any new information regarding a third game here, nor any other non-Subnautica related content. Being the curious bacon I am, I took a look through their job postings again, only to find that the lead programmer position that originally hinted at a new Subnautica game has since been taken down. This appears to be since a new lead programmer has already been found. I even did a quick LinkedIn search that pretty much confirms this. But what does this mean for a potential third game? Well, in brief, I think if anything, the game is probably still in a very early stages. I'd imagine the development of Subnautica and Below Zero 2.0 are taking up a lot of manpower at the studio, especially in the tech department, but that doesn't mean that some of the designers and artists aren't already able to work on a potential next game in the franchise. Of course, given that after their recent acquisition by Krafton, they'll also be focusing on other non-Subnautica related projects, the development of a potential third game might remain in pre-production for some time. If I had to make a guess, I'd imagine we should hear about their next large thing relatively soon, given how fast they like to push games into early access before release, but I wouldn't necessarily bet money on it being related to our favorite underwater franchise. Which, hey, let's face it, I'm sure after all this time, they might be a tad bit sick of making underwater assets, so a breath of fresh air, literally, from that might not only give us a sick new game, but also rekindle their creativity for the next Subnautica. Whatever it is that Unknown Worlds are cooking up, it seems they want to keep it a secret for now, and just focus on development of the first two games, which I can certainly respect. But anyways, that takes us to the end of the video, so I hope you enjoyed this short update, and if you did, maybe consider leaving a like, commenting, or subscribing. All of those would be very much appreciated. With that, I'm gonna wish you guys a beautiful rest of the day, and I'll see you all in whatever next video I make. Bye bye.